And hello once again, everybody. Joe from Feel Like Craps. I do feel like craps today. I hope you do as well. We are going to have our final roll them out, day number 5 for the Waylon 6-8 Yo strategy. Our profits are thus, after 4 days, $4,393 total profit. $1,000 starting bankroll. We are going to put the profits out of sight, out of mind for the time being. It's Waylon 6-8 Yo with a twist. I have a couple of twists in how we do it as opposed to how he did it when he rolled it out, but regardless, it is a great strategy. And we have had nothing, we're not going to say anything about our prior days. Check them out. I'm not going to jinx this video by telling you about the prior days. All right, we're ready to go. Our setup, and we work every roll, so I'm not going to use the on-off that's over here, but I'm not going to use it. We work every roll. It doesn't matter. So to get that out of the way at the start, 50 on the 6 and 8, 100 on the don't pass. Final day of the roll them outs coming up. The stars of our show are being removed from their dressing room on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, and the first shooter's up. Here we go. 639. Point is 9 for our first point of the day. And here they go. We're looking for a 6, an 8, or a yo. That's a 5. Sister number to the 9. And we're going to hit the point. So that's $100 out right away. Didn't even get to do anything on that one. And we're behind. So we're going to go up to 200 and 100 each on the 6 and 8. Dice are out. Here they go. 3 craps is a winner. 1, 2, 3. If I'm on the don't, that's for me. We're going to go right back down and take everything right back down to the base level. We made everything back. So back we go. Dice are out. 3 craps back to back. That's another $100 winner. Here they come. 3, 2, 5. We have a point at long last. I'm trying not to move too fast because the first couple videos I moved a little too quick and I missed some points that got hit and we didn't remove don'ts for. We have accounted for that. The prior video accounted for all those. So we took some money out of profit because it shouldn't have been profit. On that note, that's a 9. 5, 4, Neen and Niner, Wine and Diner, and a back-to-back 9. So no inside loving yet. 6, 2, 8. There we go. That's going to start us in action. That'll be a $58 winner. 25 goes on the yo. Once we get a 6, an 8, or a yo, we bet the yo. So that's how that goes. And for now, we're just going to put those back in there. Dice are out. Here they come. 5, 4, 9. So it's a loss on the yo. And we're going to wait for the 6 or the 8 again. That's a 4 the hard way, the ballerina. And a 5, 3, 8. This time we got $2 to trade in, so we'll trade in 2 and get 60. 25 goes to the yo. 35 to the rack. And here they come. 2, 1, 3. Craps. Wrong horn number, shooter. 4, 2, 6. So we'll get another opportunity here. This will be a $58 winner. 25 goes on the yo. The remainder goes to the rack. Dice are out. Here they come. 6, 3, 9. Nina. No help for us. The yo goes away on that. We're going to get a 6. Okay, that's a 4, 2, 6. A 5, 1, 6. That's a 5, 1 mixer. That's going to be a 60 for 2. 25 on the yo. Dice are out. Here they come. And Snake Eyes. Again, wrong horn number. Continuing on. It's a 9, Nina. From Pasadena. Hard 6 once again. 60 for 2. 25 goes to the yo. The rest goes to the rack. And we're off to the races. Dice are out. 5, 1, 6. Back-to-back 6. We got a hot shooter. That's going to be 58. And we're going to leave the 25 on the yo from our winnings. And we'll detract from our winnings. So it would be 58 altogether. That's the 58. And leave the money on the yo. And here's Hollywood. Oh, it was so close. But a 5-2-7. That's going to clear our shooter out. These guys are going to lose, but we're going to get covered downstairs. Put them right back up. New shooter coming out. 2 craps is a winner. We'll take it. That's a don't pass winner on a come out. 3 craps is a don't pass winner on the come out. We will take it. Definitely. 628. $2 will get us 60 and we'll get started right away. $25 goes on the yo. We'll put the rest into the rack. Excuse me, and dice are out. So, 6, 4, 10. So close, yet so far away. One more dot would have got us a lot. Dice are out. Here they come. Back to back. 6, 4, 10. Big Ben, our best friend. And a 4 tray. Time to get paid if you're on the don'ts. Yep, we're on the don'ts. All right. Continuing on. We're 20 minutes on the clock, by the way. 20 minutes a session here. 6, 5, yo, 11 at the wrong time. Finally showed up, but it's going to cost us 100. No biggie, though. We're up, so we'll go back on it, hoping for a re-roll. Dice are out. And it's a yo 11. We're going to lose 100, but we're going to win 375. Back-to-back yos. So we've been yo deficient recently, so that makes up for it. We probably won't see it again. 3 craps. That's gonna be a winner on the don't. We're still on the come-out roll here. Our shooter's desperately looking for a point. 628. That'll be a $58 winner. And we'll get everything set back up. The final day of the 6-8 yo. Roll them out for Waylon at Waylon's Way. Crap 639 is a loser on the yo. So we'll wait for the next 6-8er yo. There's a yo, a roll too late. So we'll throw the 25 in on the rack on our account. Dice are out. 6 the hard way. That is going to be 60 for 2. There's the remainder. This goes to the rack. We keep the yo funded and the dice are out. 5, 3, 8. It's a point hit, so we're going to lose him and lose him. But we're going to get $58 back, so it's not going to hurt as much. 2 for 60. And we got to get set up. So 100 on the DC. The 8 rolled, so that's our cue to get on the yo. Dice are out. New shooter's coming out. 5, 3, 8. Back on the 8 for the point. We're gonna leave that right there because we're just gonna take the remainder of our winnings back to the rack, just like what we've done before. Dice are out. 4, 1, 5. That's a loser there. And we're in timeout until we get, hopefully, just a 6. We'd rather not get the 8, but there's a 6. $2, we'll get a 60. $25 goes on the yo, the rest comes back. And here we go, dice are out. It's a 5, Fever. Away with the yo. 3-1-4 ace trade the easy way. 3 craps. Doesn't help, doesn't hurt. 5-2-7, clear the board. Losers, but we covered downstairs. Dice are out. 4 trays on the come out. That's going to cost us $200 back to the rack. Back to the casino, rather. One more time, and we won't let that happen too often. 3-2-5. We have a point of 5. Dice are out. Looking for a 6, 8, or a yo. That's a sister number to our point, the 9. And then we get an 8, easy 8. 6-2-8. And that's just great. Back on the yo. This goes underneath. Dice are out. 6-2-8 back to back. So we'll take 2 for 60. It'll be 35 back to the rack and 25 on the yo. Dice are out. Here they come. It's a 3 craps. 1, 2, 3 craps. That's no good for the yo. Our shooter's hitting the wrong horn number. 6-2-8. We'll try it again. $58 if you would, dealer. 25 on the yo. We're ready to go. Dice are out. Yo, 11. Very nicely done. That'll be $375 for the good guys. $25 yo will return $375 when it hits. Right back to the rack, Jack. Let's have a back-to-back, shall we? It would be nice. Not going to happen, though. Not with a 1. That's a 2 craps. We're hitting horn numbers. Usually you know what that means. Oh, several horns. 5-3-8 means we're going to get another chance. That's going to be a $60 winner for 2. $25 on the yo. Put the rest in the rack and roll the dice. Here they come. 5, 4, 9. So close, so close. It wanted to be, that 4 wanted to be a 6. Dice are out. Here we go. 5-2, you're all through, so that's a cancel. I'll leave everything where it is. Dice are out. 6-2-8. We have a point of 8. And we have $2, so in they go, and we'll get 60, and we're off to the races right away. 25 on the yo. We'll put the rest in the rack. Here they come. It's an 8. So that's no bueno. That's going to cost us our don't pass. It's also going to cost us the yo. And we're going to get 58 back. So we lose 125 and win 58 of it back. Better than losing 125 altogether. That's my opinion on things. All right, we got to go 100 on the don't. That was an 8, so we have to do the yo bet for the come out. And away they go. Dice are out. It's a 4 the hard way. Ballerina. So the point's 4. We lose the yo. Dice are out. 5-2. Quick shooter. 0.7 out. That's a loser. So there we go. We're working the come out. Hard 10. 10 the hard way. Puppy paws. Dice are out. 4-2-6. Right back in action are we. $2 will get us 60. 25 on the yo, 35 to the rack, 33 technically, but hey, that's better than 0. Dice are out. 4 the hard way again. 4 hard. That's going to cancel the yo. 426 is going to see to it that we go right back on the yo for the next roll. That'll be a $58 winner. Dice are out. Excuse me. 5-2, you're all through. So there we go. That takes care of that. Quick shooter. That loses, but we win downstairs. And new shooter coming out. 549. Nina Niner, Wine and Diner. Point is 9. And quick shooter, 0.7 out. That just cancels. We'll leave it right where it is. New shooter coming out. 3 craps is a winner. Pay the don'ts. 628. Our point is 8, and we get $58. Trade in 2 and get 60. $25 on the yo, and the rest inside. Here they come. 3 craps. Wrong horn number. We want that yo. Dice are out. 5-2, you're all through. So that just cancels out. Continuing on, new shooters coming out. 549, Nina. 549, point hit minus 100. That was a buckshot, so we're going to put 100 back on. Dice are out. It's back on the 9, 6-3. Point is 9. 426. That's 60 for 2. Here I come. 415 Fever. Minus 25 on the yo. Dice are out. 516. Try it again, shooter. We're going to try it again. $58. 25 on the yo. The rest goes back. Dice are out. It's a 2 craps. Wrong horn number again, shooter. 1 spot and 1 dot. 314, easy 4. 3-2 to Fever. No help. 437. Cancel them out. Leave everything where it is. Dice are out. Here they come. Yo 11 minus 100. Come out yos don't help us when we're on the don't. But we got a yo, so we're going to throw 25 on it when we restock. Dice are out. 538. Point is 8. And leave that right there. We got 2. So we'll trade it in. $2 traded in will get us 60. And we're going to leave 25 on the yo. So we get 35 back to the rack. And here they come. 628. Now that's a point hit. That doesn't really help us all that much. But again, we're hedged on top, so cushioning the blow a little bit. Put 25 back in there. We'll put that over here. We got to go back up 100 on the don't here. Looking for a 9. Nina. So our point is 9. And we're ready to go. Looking for 6s and 8s. And we got a 7. All right. That's a cancellation. We'll leave everything where it is. Dice are out. 5, 3, 8 once again. So that's going to be 2 for 60. We did actually hit the yo a couple times, but I'll tell you, our rack is pretty full here, despite not really having much cooperation with the yo. It's still pretty full. So we'll never complain about that. All right, where are we? All right, we're ready. Dice are out. Our board is all set, and that's Bert and Ernie. So we'll lose that. You know what? That's a point hit, so we're gonna lose that and win another 58 back. Again, we'll trade in 2 and get 60. We're still on the same shooter here, so we'll finish this shooter out. Hopefully he's not going to hit many more points. As much as I hate to say that for the light side players. All right, and we got an 8, so we got to be up on the yo. The don't is ready. Dice are out. Here we go. We're hedged if we get a yo. 6, 3, 9. That doesn't help. And we're on standby again, looking for a 6 or an 8. That's all the spots and dots we got. The box cars, triple if you're in the field, and a 617. That's our cue to get out. All right, that's going to do, folks. We're going to count up. Still not bad at all here. Love this strategy. And this is going to be 5 days. I don't think that's ever happened where I've had a strategy that's been successful all 5 days on the rollout. So there we go. Let's get to 1,000. We can get to 1,000 right here. There's our 1,000. So our starting bankroll's accounted for, and the rest is all profit. So this is 200. We'll color that up. And let's get the rest of this sorted out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is unbelievable, this strategy. Absolutely blown away by how successful this strategy is. There's a purple chip. Let's bring... Actually, here we go. Let's get you back in the rack so we don't get you confused. Here's our other profits. Let's move you guys over here. We'll color everybody up, get everybody in position to be colored up as best as we can. That's a 5, so that'll be another... That will be another purple chip, which will color up to a yellow. And I don't have $5,000 chips, so that's how that goes. That's just going to have to sit there. We'll take it, though. And we got more coloring up to do. We got 1, 2, 300 more there. And that's going to color us up again. This becomes 3, 4, 5, which becomes another. This is just unbelievable. Bring that over. That'll be a green chip. And there we go. That's all our profits for this week's roll them out. For Waylon, 6, 8, yo, 6,058 total profit. 5 days of rolling and not a defeat in the 5 days, which is a record for us here at Feel Like Craps. A strategy that we've rolled out has never gone 5 days undefeated. This one had a little trouble around day 3 or 4. We had to dip into profits for a little bit, but it recovered very nicely. And that's going to do it, folks. The profits speak for themselves. Joe from Feel Like Craps here. I always feel like craps, and I hope after watching my videos that you do too. Thanks again to Waylon for rolling out the 6.8 Yo so we can get it on the channel here. And remember, folks, whenever we go to the casino, we never bet with money that we cannot afford to lose. And until the next time, be well, stay safe, and as always, I hope every trip to that craps table sees those dice gods being forever and always in your favor.